Hello, humans all over the world. I really wanted to talk about authenticity and my experience with it. Authenticity is the most magnetic and the most powerful thing a person can embody. A lot of people think they're authentic, but when it really comes down to it, they're not. Authenticity is choosing what your inner self wants the most and making this choice with no fear involved. If it's fear based, it's not authentic. And if it's based on what others want, it's not authentic. The moment you choose something externally over what you know that you prefer in that moment is a moment you're giving a piece of your authenticity away. I keep hearing this little creaking sound. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like sound. It sounds really cool. I'm just very curious on what it is because I was looking around. I don't see nothing. It's like a lot of birds out here, but there's not really many insects it's probably because it's so freezing cold. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable choosing something from a place of authenticity because doing that means sacrificing external validation, right? Most people are addicted to external validation. That is just the truth. That is the reality. Some people are and they don't even know. It's a subconscious thing. For me, it was subconscious because in my mind, I never really thought I cared about what people think. But when I broke down the way that I act and why I'm doing things that don't really align to what I prefer, it's because the root of it was me caring about what other people thought. Focusing on external validation rather than what my soul and my spirit was telling me. Being in the space of just communicating what I want without caring how it might affect the room, being honest in my emotions, being honest in the choices that I prefer for my own individual journey has been a journey in itself. It's definitely a journey, and it's one that I am embracing right now, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing, but my shadow, my shadow, the shadow parts of my body do freak out sometimes in these states. But when they do, I just kind of sit with them. I let them do their thing, and then I sit with them and transmute them into my wholeness and realize that this is just a version of myself that's trying to protect me because it's not used to wholeness. It's not used to relying on itself. And a part of me has been conditioned to rely on what other people think around me, family, friends, society, to base my actions on that. That, for me, even though I was conditioned, a part of me also knew, this is not the life I want to live. I want to live a life where I am the captain. I choose what I want without giving a fuck what anyone thinks. And I personally believe doing that will lead you exactly to the life that you prefer. I don't think you can get there otherwise. And that's just my perspective. It delays so much when you are focusing on the external world for something that already lives within. A lot of people are searching for this calling, this inner peace, this safety, and they look everywhere outside of it except for inside. And it lives inside. It lives in every present moment. Knowing that right now, this is what I choose, and I'm honoring this right now, it builds up. All the right nows will build up to whatever you prefer. But ultimately, the only thing that does exist is right now. When someone is specifically looking for external validation, they're not in the right now. They're either projecting a past experience onto this present moment and wanting some type of validation subconsciously to confirm that this past expression matches this old belief that I have, and now they're looking for this external validation. External validation can show up in the sense of fear. Let me give an example. Somebody say they went to a party once and then something happened that embarrassed them. Now they have this underlying fear of going to parties because of that past experience. So every time they go to a party going forward, they'll feel this fear and kind of shut down because they're looking for validation of something that no longer exists. That's one expression of how it can express. Another could be somebody's working on a creative project, right? They've been putting all their hard work into this project, but they've been putting work into it hoping for an external future outcome. That also is looking for validation, because what you're basically saying is that what I'm working on now isn't worthy right now. It will be worthy once this outcome happens. When ultimately the desires of your heart will naturally just manifest when you let go of how it's going to happen. When you simply just allow yourself to embody every present moment and show up truthfully as much as you can, honestly. That truthfulness with self builds so much trust with self as well. And it is a journey, especially in the beginning. This state of enlightenment is a journey, and it's a journey meant to be met with compassion and forgiveness and kind of observation / detachment in a way. Not getting caught up in anytime you mess up or you fall out of enlightenment, if you fall out of alignment. Instead of shaming yourself, just bringing yourself back to the present, because remember, the only thing that is right now. So you messing up, that was the past. It's no longer existing. So it's okay to process what occurred by watching it and feeling it, but not letting that become the new story, not identifying with something that isn't what you prefer. Subliminals in this book that I'm reading have really helped me ground myself into this presentness, into this nowness, into this calm existence of being. This is what works for me. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone's journey is so personal to them, which is why there's so many different routes to the same state of enlightenment, or people like to use other words instead of enlightenment, but I'm using the word enlightenment. There's different paths to this enlightenment. I also want to emphasize that everyone's spiritual journey is so unique to them, and it's also part of authenticity. When you follow that inner calling without fear, it allows you to nurture your spiritual self in a way that can't be done any other way. A lot of people try to put spirituality in a box. Put it in a box that can be, or a limitation of a religion, or a certain practice. But that ultimately isn't the reality for life. It's not a one shoe fits all. It's every shoe is specifically curated for that one individual. That has been my personal experience with it, and I feel 100% secure in my own path. And I'm just sharing my path with you all. I feel like hearing other people's perspectives can help expand your perspective, because you can see what fits for you and what doesn't. I don't think completely relying on an external mirror to validate your spiritual journey is healthy, but that is the path for some. It's just not healthy for me individually. This was nice. I really enjoyed talking about my experience with authenticity and where I'm at in my journey specifically. I hope you got something from this. If not, that's cool too. I'm just here to be me. I'm just here to document my experiences. It just helps me to stay on my path, to express myself in this way and document my journey. I don't want the teacher role. I'm not a teacher. I'm simply a student of life and a person who is documenting the things that I personally am learning. So yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And also, just to introduce myself, because I rarely introduce myself. My name is Kennedy. I have a brand named Ashen Fleur. I'm going to put my website right here. I'm a painter. I make art. My art is a mirror for those also on a spiritual journey who are captivated and are magnetized to transformation and expansion. If that's you, then you might just need a piece. You might just need to go ahead and cop that piece. Art is an investment. Anytime you buy an original piece, you're investing, and that piece will go up in value. Ultimately, the piece will make you money. If you want to like resell it later in life, it will make you money. I also sell merchandise at a smaller scale price if that is what you're into. So, yes. Much love. Mwah. Yeah. Let's get into it. Look, I even look better in nature. Like, what? Like, nature is just it.